Hey guys, it's your girl Shan and welcome back to my channel. Now today I have another unboxing for you, and this pair is really cool because they are still sitting on the shelf. So if you do like this review and do like the sneakers that I have picked up, then you will have the chance to be able to grab these for yourself. So before I get into the finer details, I'm going to go ahead and unbox the shoe and I will see you on the other side. So today we have the Air Force 1 LXX, and this is the white pink colorway. So the Air Force 1 is a classic shoe, but we have seen Nike do variations of the shoe, particularly over the last 2 years, where Nike has really moved into a more lifestyle brand. And as the female market has really expanded, we've seen so many different types of the classic silhouette. So I picked up a pair of this new variation on the Air Force 1 about a year ago, and I haven't picked up any colorways since because none have really turned my head. But I really did love this kind of pastel pink color and the fact that it was like a traditional kind of white Air Force 1. So I want to get into the finer details so you guys can see why I think this is an amazing pickup. And then at the end, of course, I will show you the on-feet shots. So starting with the sole, you've got the classic Air Force 1 sole, just in your classic white. And this is just taken directly from the original classic Air Force 1 with your all white midsole and the air on the outer side. So moving up then onto the upper, you've got this really cool like premium leather material, and again it is quite reminiscent in shape of the classic Air Force 1 with some slightly deconstructed areas. So the first area of deconstruction that you can see is the swoosh, which is kind of split and sewn under the upper. So you can see that there is like exposed stitching, and yeah, I really love this addition to the shoe. At first, I wasn't sure that it would work because to me, the Air Force 1 is such a classic shoe. So all these variations, I wasn't sure whether they would be hit or miss. But I think this one is definitely a hit because it hasn't moved too far away from the shape of the classic Air Force 1. So aside from the actual deconstructed swoosh, what I like about it is the material that it's done in. And they're calling this like a tumbled crocodile print, which if you look really closely, you can see it kind of does have the same rippling kind of effect as a crocodile's skin. So that's really nice. And the pink is offset and contrasted by this light kind of baby blue pastel color again. And then on the medial side, you've got an opposite color of the swoosh. Again, in this deconstructed feel with the swoosh bending and being stitched under the upper, which is a really cool kind of design feature, I think, on this pair. I will show you that on the other shoe, it is the opposite. So you've got the blue on the outer side and the pink on the medial side with the back heel tab in pink instead of the blue. So it is a complete inversion of the left shoe. So quite a few details to get through. So the next detail I wanted to show you was on the tongue, which is actually the backwards tongue from the classic Air Force 1. So on a normal Air Force 1, you would expect to see this tab on the inside and this tab on the outside. So they have completely switched the tongue around so that it's got the detail that's inside on the outside and the detail from the outside on the inside. So it's like an inside out tongue. This kind of reminds me of the classic K-Swiss. Now, if you remember the tongue twister in the K-Swiss, I think what would have been a really nice addition to the shoe, although it's probably patented by K-Swiss, would have been the option to twist the tongue round. so that you could see either the Nike Air or the sizing tab. I thought that would have been really sick, but who knows, maybe it's something that Nike might do in the future with this particular variation of the Air Force One. Now on the toe, a slight variation as well from the classic Air Force One is that you only have half the tongue with the perforation, which is again slightly different, and just another kind of slight detail on the shoe. So as for the quality and craftsmanship, this is a really well made pair of Air Force Ones. There is slight glue on the medial side, but other than that I can't really see any stitching that's out of place. And considering it's like that deconstructed feel, you would expect it to be maybe a little bit more messy on the construction side, but actually the quality is quite good on this pair. So really nice Air Force One. For sizing, obviously for Air Force Ones, I always half size down. So these are a UK 3, which you can quite nicely see on this exposed size tab. And yeah, as I said, for Air Force Ones, half size down. You don't want that horrible creasing on the toe box. I know people are wearing these absolutely crazy, mash up, dirty Air Force Ones. As I said, I'm not here for it. I will be trying to keep these as crisp and clean as possible. So my opinion on this shoe is that I really love the deconstructed feel, and the more I'm even looking at it doing this video is the more I love this pair. And I know they are a GR, so there's no hype behind them, but if you're looking for just a really nice pair of Air Force Ones, even to put down in your collection until next summer or for when we're finally allowed to get on a plane, these will be a really nice pair. The pink is nice, the pastel colours are on trend because we've seen Nike do so many kind of pastel colours, especially in the clothing for women. So these are a really nice pair. They are a women's only, so I'm not sure what the biggest size in this. So if you are a man and you're watching this and you've got bigger feet, these may not come in your size. But actually, I think they would have done okay as like a full size run kind of shoe, but I guess with the pink, it's inevitable that it was going to release in the women's section. So the retail on this pair is £95, which again, as I've spoken about with Air Force Ones, is that they always stay true to their affordability. A lot of sneakers now are upwards of 120, 130, some even hitting £190. So the Air Force One is just, if you're looking for that affordable, nice, well-made, comfortable pair, the Air Force One is going to be your go-to shoe. So if you love this pair, I'm going to leave a purchase link in the description box so you can get your hands on this pair. I will leave quite a few different retailers on there so that you can take your pick. I know for some people you may get student discount or other discounts, so you can pick the store that you'd rather buy this pair from, but they have got good stock of this pair, so you will be able to pick this up if you love this shoe. So I have styled these. I took a picture in them earlier on today, so at some point they will be posted on my Instagram. So to stay up to date with that, then please head over to shans.soul where you can see this and some more trainer content. Other than that, if you've loved this video, please do like, comment and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you can see when I post. And yeah, I'll be back soon, and until then, peace.